Riding the deadliest buses on Earth. Andrew Fraser, we watched some of his videos previously. This just dropped, and I'm very excited to watch. Holy shit. Yo, I almost got ran over in a Walmart parking lot 2 days ago. Dead ass. I was leaving Walmart, and I'm walking out, and some lady's pulling out in a fucking Camaro, and she's like full swinging right, and I'm like, oh, she sees me. I look at her because like her windows are like half tinted, and she's just on her phone, and I punch her hood, and I go, yo, what the fuck are you doing? Swear to God. I left that interaction. I was like, wow, that was the most like New Jersey thing I've ever done. I punched her hood, and I went, yo, what the fuck are you doing? And she went, I'm sorry. And I just walked away. Dude, she was on her phone. She almost ran me over. Like, obviously, she was going like 8 miles an hour. Like, I probably, it wouldn't have hurt that bad. But, like, that still pissed me the off. I was like, you weren't watching.
These Bangladeshi buses look beat as hell for a surprise.
That's mean. I don't give a She almost ran me over. That's a valid reaction. I had just had a guy recognize me in the Walmart, and I go, hey, man, have a nice day. And I'm like, oh, that was a nice interaction. And I go, and then 10 seconds later, I almost get ran over.
Surprisingly sinister reason. It's not just because of the scraping and bashing. I mean, that's an issue. It doesn't help.
Holy shit.
Instead, there's a root problem that has created a deadly high-speed bus race culture.
Oh my. Dude, they also look like they're falling apart. Like, is that rust? It looks like they've just been like random pieces of metal welded to the sides of the bus.
Race culture.
Oh my God.
And these have quickly become the most dangerous roads on Earth.
Holy dude, imagine being a guy on a fucking motorbike trying to weave around these buses. You get hit, you die.
Today, we're taking an average bus ride through Bangladeshi streets and counting the near misses, the crashes, and just generally trying not to die.
100? Are they racing? Is this a regular commute? Why is bro filming on his phone?
You might think it would take more than just one bus ride in Bangladesh for a near-death experience. You would be wrong. And by the end of this video, you're going to understand why
100 kilometers per hour. That's still crazy on a bus, bro.
Drivers are choosing to race these 20-ton
like
death
60.
machines on public roads. What happens when things go wrong and why this is very unlikely to change anytime.
Not really. Zod. They're in a rusting shell of a bus going 60 miles per hour with no seatbelts. What do you mean that's not crazy? If you crash, you're dead. That
Welcome
shit
to
flips.
Syedabad, Dhaka. This place is not just a bus station, it's this 24/7 metal smashing arena. Look at the buses. They aren't vehicles, they're 20-ton death machines.
Oh my God, dude, that's from them scraping against each other. It's like there's no need for insurance because they're just gonna let the buses get roughed the fuck up. Like, it's okay, you crashed, who cares? Keep driving.
All right, and they have how many buses here, you were saying?
More than 20,000 buses.
All right, and so we're about to get on one of these buses.
Yeah.
Am I going to die?
Okay, no, it don't gonna die, but this
Bro, that is not... Yo, don't worry about that. Bro's hitting a Tokyo drift in the middle of the highway.
it don't gonna die, but this
Shit, dude, that looks like a GTA 5 race.
this is the risky travel by bus, but it don't gonna be die.
Oh my God. Wheels off the ground.
All right, sounds lovely. Let's go. Guys, this bus stop is kind of crazy. There's so many buses when you get the drone in the air. It's just kind of wild. It's just all...
Do people in Bangladesh do stimulants? I just feel like the bus driver would be wired. Just in there trying to drive the bus. Like motherfuckers that do like beetle nut in like Papua New Guinea. Just fucking domed the entire time.
and around this.
It's banned, the leaf you chew. Not beetle nut. I mean, there's like cocaine leaf. That's like South America, though. Yeah, beetle nuts. I don't think people do beetle nut in Bangladesh, though. Do they? I feel like that's more like island Asian countries. Do people do betel nut in Bangladesh? Oh, okay, yeah.
So he mixes that in with
Yeah.
the beetle.
All is the beetle.
What's that? Just a spice that's going on?
No spicy, that's sweet masala.
And this is for fire pond.
Yeah, no. Fire pan is another side. No problem, me try.
I don't know. I'm too
Is this a drug or is this just a food? Because I know betel nut gets you high. What is betel nut? It's a type of leaf that people chew, and it's like really addicting.
Big underpass. There's noise everywhere. There's
Turns your mouth red.
chickens, there's geese.
Betel nut? It's not actually nut. Well, okay, it's not that type of nut either. It's a leaf.
You gotta be careful.
20,000 buses.
Never heard of it, and I'm Indian. Okay, Zod, you also live in the United States.
All of them racing, smashing, and generally trying, well, not to die. But guys, you don't treat a 20-ton vehicle like a goddamn bumper car without leaving some serious scars.
Guys, look at this shit. That thing is just beat to hell.
Yo, dude, how much you to lick that seat? Yo, that actually looks like it's covered in urine. Holy fuck, that's so dirty. That would be like actually $100 grand to lick that seat or that floor. The floor looks cleaner than the seats. The seats look like they've never been cleaned and they've just been like absorbing dirt and mud.
Beat to hell. It is beat to hell like this, not because it's bumping around in city traffic, because these drivers literally race between locations. And at full
Why are they driving that fast though?
speed, they're smashing into each other. Because there is not 1 inch of this bus that is not completely beat to hell.
Do you think they get paid more if they get there quicker? Like more customers? Like they're working on some sort of incentive?
It is completely hammered.
No.
And it's not some kind of
Then why the fuck would they do? If they're not getting paid more, if they're just getting paid hourly or salary, I'm going as slow as possible.
crazy Mad Max vehicle. Actually, it is. That's exactly what it is. Guys, check out this view.
windshield
You sort of got
shattered.
that bare bones cockpit. This looks like a war vehicle of some kind. And then just
Yeah.
like, that's what you're looking out of. I suppose he doesn't really need that side. Right-handed driving, right? I like this as well. Picture some guy on the inside.
That first bus was a classic testament to Dakar's history. This rolling museum of dents and scratches. But for the actual mission, I need a driver with a bit more
What the fuck is wrong with that dog?
youthful aggression. I need a contender.
Is its leg broken?
Hey guys, here she is, the beast. Could be my last ride. She's pretty beat up, but the driver assures me he is the best in the business. However,
Brother, walk 5 feet over and say, "Are you safe?" He's gonna go, "Oh, sure, I'm the best in the business." "Ah, sure, I'm the best bus driver around." They're all gonna fucking tell you the same thing. The driver assures me he's great. Okay.
we still have to race to get the most passengers. That's how he makes his money. That is the incentive. All right, guys, let's take a look inside this beast. What do we got? We got some solid steel boarding. We got a pretty bare bones dash going here. Gearbox, I think I can see straight to the floor. Oh yeah, there's some nice holes.
Bro, this shit looks like it was made from like scrap metal and Fallout, bro. Like you could fall through the floor of the bus.
That looks fun. The control panel and my rigged up action camera. There is no speedo anymore, apparently. Unless it's like hiding behind there. Oh yeah, there's a speedo. And that's pretty much it. We got a little bit of vision, there's a couple of cracks, but
I could so see you you're like sitting here on a long bus ride. You see the driver pop open that Coke bottle, just start peeing in it. He's one hand driving, going 70 on the freeway. Just pissing all over his hand. Just missing.
the speedo. And that's pretty much it. We got a little bit of vision, there's a couple of cracks, but I don't know, I'm hoping I survive. What is going on with my hair? Always so crazy nowadays. And I'm gonna walk into one of these barber shops here. I'm gonna like hope that these guys don't even notice what's going on. Years ago, I was always trying to hide my hairline on camera. In fact, I even had 2 hair transplants that I paid.
This is definitely an ad.
Check it out.
But it's not just about the machines. It's about the
How much do you think the average bus fare is?
crews running them.
Hi guys, we're loaded up. This lady and her son have no idea what the hell has gone down. This driver has my life in his hands. And it is kind
Smoking a cigarette right out. Dude, courtesy, common courtesy, holding it out of the window. Don't want to get it all over the nice bus floor.
of chaos. I don't know what's gone down. There's a lot of banging happening on the bus.
Bro, he's like 18. He's the best driver in the business, chat. What do you mean?
Here's what's really going on. Every bus in Bangladesh is run by a three-man crew. A driver, a hustler who sort of hangs out the side door yelling the route out and just dragging people in, and a third guy that's sort of
Oh my God, because you have no idea where the bus is going. Like in the US or like a lot of other countries, they have an LED that says like, Philly to New York, somewhere Glasgow to fucking London or some shit. Now it's just like, he's like, we're going here. Get in. Bro, what are you just on the side of the road waiting for somebody to call out your destination?
floats around, helping out, collecting money.
We're going north. That'd be crazy, bro. Just directions.
Hi guys, it looks like we're kicking off. Not exactly sure how comfortable I should feel right
Glasgow to London. Is that crazy? I don't know how far that is. That's a 7-hour drive.
now. Driver has a big ass smile on his face.
You could take a bus. You could take a bus from Glasgow to London.
Everybody else, they look kind of bemused, slightly terrified despite their frequent trips. I don't know if you can hear anything. All I know is I hope I don't die right now. I certainly have no seatbelt, and we are right in the prime position to head right through that windscreen.
And get your body trampled by the fucking bus tires. That'd be awesome. Slam on the brakes.
So in the city like this, there's a lot of traffic, so it's not too fast. But at times it picks up, and you don't need too much speed, as we just saw, to like get pretty nicked up.
These guys aren't just co-workers, they're a unit, a team, they're brothers. They live on the bus, they sleep together, they eat together.
They live on this bus basically.
Yeah, the staffs, all the bus staffs, they sleep at night inside the bus.
Oh my.
Wait, what? So do they own this bus or do they work for a company? They're a crew that runs... I feel like they own this bus then, no? They eat, sleep, and run this bus in groups of 3.
My God. Oh my God.
And they too frequently die together.
You think they do like a gooning separation of sorts? They probably space themselves out like 3 or 4 rows away from each other.
Oh my God.
And they too frequently
Chat, I mean, be fucking for real. These guys live on this bus. What do you think's happening?
die together.
Holy fuck, that guy almost just got hit.
And the
Hey, why are you yelling at him? He's the best driver in the fucking business, dude. What do you mean? This is clearly your fault.
general gist of why these guys are driving so fast is because of the competition. They're trying to get ahead.
Yeah, exactly. They have to do this because they have to pay for the bus owner, they have to pay for them, and they have to pay like for fuel. So everything like a
Pay for the bus owner. So are they like leasing this?
contract base. So for that reason, they have to earn more money.
They run 24-hour shifts together and they risk their lives every single day. This job isn't
24 hours? Yo, that guy cannot, bro. He's on that beetle nut. He's on that beetle nut. This guy's awake 20 hours in, driving a bus 60 miles an hour with a cracked windshield.
a paycheck. It's survival. Here's what's going on.
Wakes him up.
Believe it or not, this chaos isn't accidental. It's by design. Bus companies pull 2 simple levers to create the situation. First, they don't pay normal wages. The team gets a cut of the takings. Maybe there's a
I called that shit. I said, why the fuck? If they're working hourly, why would they drive fast? Why would they risk their lives? So they get a percentage of the money. So the more customers they get, the quicker they drive, the more money they make.
Tiny base pay if you're lucky, but mostly it's entirely on commission. And that means if the bus is empty, you don't
Entirely on commission, so they get nothing. That's so much worse. Holy fuck. They don't even get like a waitress-esque salary where it's like that plus commission or that plus tips or whatever. It's like, yo, they're literally just, if they don't get drivers, they don't get paid.
unless you earn nothing.
Oh, that's the guy.
Wow.
Oh, but we need some customers.
I did not pre-watch. I didn't know that it was off commission. I thought they were going to get, I was just saying I don't think they get paid hourly. I thought that they would get like bonuses or a quota of sorts.
Oh, and you see it. They're taking them all.
No passengers means no food for you and your family. No rent, no money to send home, nothing.
How long's he been driving this for?
He got license for 10 years, last 10 years ago. So he has started driving since he was 9 years old.
9.
9 years old at 2008.
What the hell?
Yeah, it's normal in Bangladesh.
The second lever, though, is what takes it over the edge.
We just smacked into another bus at like a bus stop, and at this point, that feels like almost normal. It's kind of crazy how quickly you kind of like acclimatize to this stuff. Just wild.
It compounds with the first lever and things just get kind of disastrous. Bus companies then release multiple buses on the same.
It's kind of crazy how quickly you kind of like acclimatize to this stuff. Just wild.
It compounds with the first lever and things just get kind of disastrous.
Well, I wonder how often they get in car crashes.
Bus companies then release multiple buses on the same route at the same time. That's right, there's no spacing, there's no timetable, no enforcing gaps like you would in the West. It's not like they're every 30 minutes. They're just kind of random, but whenever they let them go, it's 2 or 3 buses rolling out together. And because you're running the same route, at every stop, whoever arrives first is going to take everything. Not most of the passengers, but all of them. They're all going to funnel into that first bus. Once the first bus arrives, there's nothing left. The second bus maybe gets some scraps. The third bus gets nothing.
Oh my God.
And when your pay is already razor thin, that loss isn't abstract.
And what's crazy is they're working on commission, bro, but they're still probably making like actually worse than minimum wage in the US, bro. Like they're working in Bangladesh on these buses. They live on them, sleep on them. Yeah, they're making fucking like $1 an hour, maybe less.
Food off your family's table. So the buses, they move faster.
All right, here we go, guys. That is the bus we're trying to get past.
Drivers push, they tailgate, inches off bumpers, or just like not at all, they just bash into each other. They overtake blind, they swerve to block each other.
Bro, that's a crazy maneuver, though. Like, you're actually fucking inches away from flipping.
Swerve to block.
Like, look at that. That wheel is fully off the ground. Like, any more, and you would flip.
Each other. They drive off-road if needed. They brake late. And they do anything to get in front and to stay in front of the pack.
Bro, this guy's a psychopath. Oh my God, it's the same car. What the fuck, dude? Like they're gliding, they're hitting each other.
Oh my God. Holy shit. Oh my God.
I will say the one thing they probably replace on these buses very frequently is the brakes. Like out of all the maintenance they do, they're probably keeping the brakes pretty good. Cause that and the tires. Cause that went to a halt quick.
God, man. That was crazy. That bus is not gonna let us pass. Like he is swerving all over the place. Not let us get past. I swear to God, I thought I was about to go straight through that window. That was wild. Hey guys, I just saw my life flash before my eyes. That was crazy. Again, if one bus tries to pass the other one, he's literally just going to swerve in front of it. They are not going to let that happen because you're taking money, taking food out of his family's life.
It's not because they love danger, it's not because they're adrenaline junkies, although I do think that the guys who tend to stay in this job kind of pick that up
Yeah, they probably like it a little bit.
over time. You sort of need to. And it's become this kind of twisted version of the Formula One situation, where you have one team that's meant to sort of come together to be united, but instead they create direct competition between their own drivers.
Wow, look at those fucking emissions, chat. Jesus.
Direct competition between their own.
Rolling coal straight out of the fucking exhaust. Imagine breathing that in. Just fucking faint on the spot. Oh my God. That looks like, dude, this is like a coal-powered bus.
Drivers.
And they just run right into each other.
And it's designed to push them to the limit.
I love how nobody cares either. Like they hit that other fucking bus and everybody just goes, keeps talking. If that was in the US, I'd be like, we need to get off. This guy's gonna kill us.
And it's designed to push them to the limit. And it creates that zero-sum psychology where every win your supposed teammate receives feels like theft. And just like in Formula One, the resentment, it compounds. You're competing with guys just like you, guys who are just as desperate.
Wait, bro, this kind of feels like a Fast and Furious type of vibe, though, bro. These are like straight up like fucking demon level teams, dude. Imagine you get paired up with some fucking asshats, bro. I know this is like dystopian, but I'm saying like they're motivated because like not only are they getting paid if they do well, this is like actually just a fucking competition. Like, they're driven to win off the win and the money. Joe, it's about family. I know it's about family, but I'm saying beyond that, are you trying to make a fucking Fast and Furious? Are you trying to make a Vin Diesel fucking reference right now while I'm trying to... I thought you were being serious.
Every stop, every blocked overtake, every time another bus eats while yours goes home empty, that goes in the memory bank.
I can't imagine working for a 24-hour shift and just actually straight up not getting paid. Like, that's actually whack.
And there is no way you're letting them beat you next time.
Just fucking slash their tires, bro. What? Play dirty at that point. If I feel like there has to be some level of meddling, you know? You get out of the car, they're like, "Oh, good job, you beat us to it." I just fucking stabbed their back left tire. People throwing shit at their windshields. I feel like that's probably from crashes. There definitely is some, like, small-scale crime going on here, though. I also love how every windshield's cracked. None of them are normal. Oh my God, that's not what are we doing? That's how to merge. Oh my God, dude, we're actually just boxing this guy out. We're forcing this guy to drive into the fucking sidewalk. Wow.
All right, we're past. Hi guys, we've made it past. We managed to cut that guy off. We're now ahead. I don't know what happens now. Maybe he tries to pass us again. But we managed to kind of cut him off on a corner. The opportunity to pass really is when you're trying to pick up a customer. Once you're on the road, I mean, you really got no shot. They'll just try and cut you off. In this instance, he was able to use like a black car as like a screen. He wasn't able to get cut off because there was a car in between. So there's like tactics to this driving.
And so Bangladesh's roads just turn into full-blown...
What was he holding there?
And so Bangladesh's roads...
Oh, that's money. Part of me thought that was like tobacco or something. I was like, no way, that's the beetle nut leaves. It's not. It's money.
Just turn into full-blown racetracks at times. Buses doing incredibly dangerous maneuvers at incredibly high speeds, often at night. And it's on public roads, not a racetrack. They're in outdated 20-ton buses with bad brakes. Drivers at the end of 24-hour shifts.
Bro, what about the guy?
No runoff zones, no yellow flag.
Holy shit! Why is this dude on the bike not? I'm driving on the sidewalk.
No runoff zones, no yellow flag, no
Bro, they barely missed him.
safety car team. Just pedestrians, motorbikes, families, kids walking to school. And the results are inevitable and disastrous.
I just want them bad party.
Okay, I wouldn't want to do this or be a part of this in real life, but watching them control this wheel is tough. Like, if I was able to have like a driving sim wheel and like simulate this, this is awesome. That part's cool. Like, he's locked in. Bro, we're driving. You're being ableist? Bro, I'm not trying to be ableist. I'm saying, like, dude, these guys are literally hitting pit maneuvers going 60 miles an hour in a 1940s broken down bus. Like, that's mad impressive. This guy is able to fucking drive a bus with no hands. Like, he's just whipping that shit. Wow. Did it flip?
Guys, in case you just thought this was like fun and games, I mean, obviously no one's that stupid.
No way, he literally just stumbled upon what was he in the car that crashed?
We were just on the road and yeah, we run into this. Like, there's real consequences here for these buses. I mean, this thing here, we're just traveling between a couple of cities, flipped over on its side, just ahead of us. They're about to like haul it over, try and get it out of the way. I don't know if everyone's okay. Hopefully so, but it's no playing around.
Wow, you think they're crashing like every day then?
Kind of crazy. I've never seen a bus just getting flipped back over like that. Pretty incredible what you can do with a couple of guys in a winch. Also incredible like how efficient this is. Like, a bus just flips over. These guys just get right on it, flip it back over, get the road moving, just like another Tuesday. No one gives a shit.
They don't even check on the bus. Oh my God. They're not even going to chuck up on the bus. They're just going to fucking get back in it and be like, all right, everybody back in. We got to keep driving.
Just happens all the time.
Bro, that car's fucked. You're not going to be able to drive that. That car's fucked. There's no windshield now. The door's broken. And they ripped up the concrete barrier. Good as new. Bro, there's actually no glass in the car now. I mean, it might have actually started that way. But
Man, that's one wild ride. Bro.
good as new.
All right, so what happened?
That young boy, it was right around 5:30 in the evening. 20 to 25 passengers in this bus.
Yeah.
So the driver was sleepy, feeling sleepy. So
Because they're running 24-hour shifts. Did he fall asleep at the wheel?
the fast passengers told me that he let the driver know that be aware, drive like a safe, because I am seeing you that you are not feeling very good as a good driver. So he warned 2 times, and after then, within like 5 minutes, the driver make that accident. You know?
Wow. So it was obvious to the passengers that he was sleepy.
Yeah, see, he was sleepy.
It was exactly when the car crossed over.
Dude, that's crazy. The passengers can tell, like, hectic driving versus bad hectic driving. Like, hey, you're swerving and not in a good way.
The bridge to the small island in the middle of the river. The person who was sitting on my side, he suddenly fell right on top of me. 2 more people from that other side also fell over. I was trapped underneath 3 different people. I kept saying, my brother, please lift me up, lift me up, lift me up, please help me. Then the one who was on my side finally pulled me up. After being pulled up, I simply couldn't figure out from where we actually got out. That is exactly why this part is broken. We all managed to get out from right here.
You got out through this broken part, sir. All right, how many passengers?
And what's wild is there's probably so many passengers that have been in multiple bus crashes. And then, like, what happens if you're one of the squads that's driving this car? Is that coming out of their paycheck that they crashed? Is that, like, how does that work? Like, are they having to fix this?
Were in the car.
About 20 or 22 people.
20 or 22 people. Did anyone die?
No, no one died. Super lucky.
Yes.
Some were injured. I saw his hand was broken.
All right.
He was in this hospital. After his treatment, his elder brother came.
In Jessore.
At Jessore Hospital.
Hospital, and the driver?
There's no trace of the driver.
The driver ran away right
Is this in India, Bangladesh?
after the accident.
The driver has left by the grace of Allah.
Over
Wow,
there.
that's crazy,
He just
man.
ran away.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
Do you think this kind of thing happens all the time?
Yeah, all the time. This has happened all the time in Bangladesh.
It's like
and
normal,
this
like
is
it seems
normal,
like
yeah.
clockwork. They just haul it off, clear it out.
Yeah, something like this.
Everyone goes about their business.
Yeah.
Man, wild, huh? It looks pretty clear, like the bus has like come along and it's just hit one of these road dividers and it's flipped it like a big ramp. I don't imagine it was perfectly shaped like that beforehand. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh.
Wow, that was a fucking good-ass video. I want to read the comments. Also, subscribe to Andrew Frazier, bro. Love this guy. Stupidest form of business that is bad for passengers, bad for drivers, bad for us, bad for buses. For what? It does make the companies more money in the short term, but then they do actually fuck up their car more. I actually will agree with this. Because in the short term, yeah, you're out competing other companies and people are getting to places quicker and, you know, there's more profit. But then they're crashing the car every fucking week, every other week. One of their buses crashes. Now they have to fix it. I wonder, you know, even though this is like, I guess, on the outside bad business, they've probably ran the numbers and statistically, it probably still is more profitable. And it's also like if everybody's doing it, you know? So it's like, say years ago when this started, if one bus company starts driving like that, everybody has to drive like that or you're going to get out competed. So the first companies that adopted this mindset of like, we're going to pay our bus drivers commission and they're going to fucking drive really fast, probably made a shitload. And then everybody had to adopt it. And now if you are like, hey, this doesn't make sense anymore, it's tough shit. Because if you don't do it, you're going to be driving slow as fucking safe, and people are just going to box you out, and you're not going to get any customers. So it's like, unless they literally all agreed to stop, the only thing that I can think of is like the government literally coming in and being like, hey, you have to pay your fucking bus drivers hourly. Commission's not allowed. And then it would stop that, but that probably won't happen.